Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, friends, it is my very great pleasure to welcome you to the Skoll World Forum. It's hard in this illustrious company to single out any one of our guests, but I'd like particularly to welcome Professor Yunus, 2006 Nobel laureate. For the next few days, an extraordinary combination of energy, intellect, and focus will be applied to the questions of social innovation. The forum aims to help us define social innovation, raise its profile, and encourage debate about its importance and practice. The real outcomes of your work this week will, we hope, be felt all over the world and will resonate for decades. We're proud that Oxford is the centre of this energy, and proud that our business school should host what is now clearly the world's premier gathering in social entrepreneurship. Universities are places where people think very hard about very hard problems. Social division is just such a very hard problem. As all of you here know, the world faces enormous social and environmental challenges, and the Skoll Centre for Social Entrepreneurship here at Oxford is dedicated to thinking, researching, and acting on those challenges. We hope that this week will move us forward and continue to create lasting change. Thanks to Jeff Skoll, Sally Osberg, and so many of you here tonight, we're beginning to understand the transformative effects of social entrepreneurship. The wider worlds of business, of research, of philanthropy, of government are all beginning to see the world through this lens. Let's hope that the forum's deliberations on social innovation will create the collective energy required to initiate change and reduce division. This is the fourth World Forum in Social Entrepreneurship. Its delegates, you, come from all over the world and represent an astonishing range of interests, sectors, questions, and perspectives. It seems to me fully fitting that we're gathered here in the Sheldonian to open the forum, a building which is not only very beautiful and very uncomfortable, but also the place where Oxford bids formal welcome to generation after generation of its students. Those students have, over the centuries, nudged forward our understanding of our physical, social, emotional, and artistic worlds. I hope very much that you'll help us create the ideas and connections that nudge us forward to a less divisive world. For those of you who are veterans of the forum, we've introduced some changes this year. First, there'll be 3 streams of activities on Wednesday devoted entirely to breakout sessions. Social innovation and evergreen issues will be at the Said Business School, and research workshops will be at Rhodes House. Second, we've arranged for delegates to be able to submit questions in advance for the last day's sessions. We hope that these simple innovations will increase informal interactions and make the forum more forum-like, more entrepreneurial, and more social. The great Romantic poet Wordsworth received an honorary degree in this building in 1839. 32 years earlier, he'd written in a letter to a friend that great writers create the taste by which they are to be understood. Entrepreneurs, like great writers, create the conditions by which they become understood. Amongst the quite rightly contested ideas that we'll discuss this week, there seems to me to be one uncontested, incontrovertible fact. But for the vision of Jeff Skoll, we wouldn't be here. And we are enormously grateful to him and to the Skoll Foundation for their partnership and their support. It is now my great pleasure to introduce the founder and chairman of the Skoll Foundation and of Participant Productions, Jeff Skoll. Jeff.